OFX, what's poppin'? So, wanted to make a video. Wanted to do a weekly recap on this week. This week kind of sucked, man. I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty bad. I lost a lot of trades. Ended up in profit, barely, but yeah, I did all right. Caught out a whole bunch of trades, and trades been going pretty good. I've had a couple good weeks, man. Last week's the way when I switched it up. The way that I've been trading, everything's been playing out a lot better. Had a good day a few weeks ago. It's just everything's been working out since I switched it up and started being more simplistic in trading the way that I kind of know that I should have. Um, so the way I've been doing it is super, super simplistic. Looking at the overall high time frames. I'll go here. This is what I do. Look at the trend, right? Is price going up or down? And I'm gonna follow the clear direction that price has to have. Final levels on 1 and the 4 hour. Now I've started risking 5% per trade. This week is when I started that because I just started being a lot more accurate. Buy sell limit entries. I just changed this one to a minimum of a 1 to 1.5. I think it's gonna allow me to do the same thing of not having to have super tight entries and not have tight stop losses. Everything's going to be the same. I'm just going to have a little bit bigger of a TP because it does give me a little bit of an edge. If you do this up, if you are 50% accurate using 1-to-1s, it'll be 0%, right? Of course, break evens. If you are 50% using a 1 to 1.5, risking 5%, you will be up 12.5%. So this week, I had one to 1.5. And that's the one that made the biggest difference in the profit. So I would just switch that after this week. But yeah, all I've been doing is just going along with price and looking at what price is doing and how it's going, and lost that trade this week. Saw price have this reaction off this level, bang, had a settlement right here, got stopped out. It's all good. Took sales on AU. I went to the daily. I saw price had this clear level up here, this level that had been reacted on multiple times before, and I know this is kind of going against the plan, but the only time when I take reversals is if it's on a strong level like that one was, and if it has divergence. So you can see this is all in the same spot, but on divergence or on the RSI, it's way different. So I took sells, played out beautifully. Can't see HF. I called out. I did not call this out, I think, but this did play out very, very well. How easy was all of those? Yeah, this might be a setup for next week. Can probably move the stop just a little bit closer. It's a little bit big. That'll be a setup for next week probably. Price reject a little bit more. Probably enter around like 4 p.m. or something on Sunday. Let's see. Called out. Did not call this one out. I marked it up, but I called this one out on the Telegram. Go to the daily. Look at the daily. It's pretty bullish, right? And then just go with the flow of price. And price had this level, broke out, retested it, put a buy limit. Price just flew up. Pretty basic, pretty easy. And just keep going with price, man. Just keep doing it. Pretty simple. This one actually hit break even, but it did play out pretty well. Price was going up. Had a level, buy limit. That's it, period. Stopped out in GCAD. Was trying to catch a reversal. Price had divergence. It did everything, but didn't play out. Called this out last night. You go to the daily. You can see price is going up. We have this big strong level. Go to the 4. You can see a little bit clearer how strong of a level that is. I went to the 1, so I kept getting tested. It came down, I think, on this one candle right here. And then I entered there. Market execution, stop loss below the low, targeted a 1-to-1. This next high should have been a 1.5, but it's all good. And then these entries right here will probably be next week. So next week around market open, I will probably put buy limits right there and have an entry like that. That'll be the trade. Pretty simple. And probably the same thing on GJ. I will have buys. Price just broke out of this channel. Have this strong level. Target just like that. Up there, 1 to 1.5. Same thing on GN probably. If we go to the daily, you see prices looking like it wants to turn around eventually, but we're still making higher lows. We're still reacting off this trend line. So daily looks like it could be setting up to make a morning star. We could have a big push up, but yeah, came down to this level right here. I mean, look at this big strong level here. We'll get reactions off of it, big engulfing off of it. So we get reactions right here. We could take buys right here. Stop loss below the previous low. Probably put it like right there, and then we target just like that. That's it. Simplistic, man. Simplistic. And I did call out GU buys, but it did not. It actually ended up, I took out my limit before it could happen because I called out the buys right there. And it was too big of a spread to where it tapped it and then went, didn't get me in, and then eventually came back down and played out. But by that time, I took my limit out, so I didn't get that dub, but that was a very simplistic, easy trade, just like where price is going, what it's doing. That's it. Nothing crazy. Called out buys also on NZD CAD, but it tapped it and went, and the spread was too big, so didn't get in on it. NZD CHF, again, I called out buys right here, didn't get in it. Spread was too big. It was those three trades back to back that just didn't play out. Called out sales last night on NJ, lost, all good. Divergence, resistance, everything, all good. I figured out something interesting this week, and that is that sometimes you can take trades on pairs that are not supposed to correlate. So I sold NU here, right? We had this big level, big strong level, price had divergence, everything that I do for reversals, and took it down to here, and it played out perfect, right? At the same time that was happening, I was looking at selling USD CAD too, and USD CAD looked really good. Multiple lower highs on a weekly, this big weekly retest of resistance, so it looked really good, and then we had a big strong push, and I just knew that we were going to continue with it. So, but I was like, I'm taking sales on NU, I can't take sales on UCAD. What I figured out is that if a pair like NU just tanks down, you can take both at the same time, because look what happened. We took, this one was starting to play out at 6 p.m. on Monday. This one was starting to play out at 5 p.m. on Monday. This one tanked and just went straight to TP. This one played around and it went up a little bit and then tanked. So once NU was done going, then this one went. So this was a continuation, NU was a reversal. And if I would have taken both of them, I would have won. So I think the approach from now on can be that if there's another one that's correlating or not supposed to correlate, and I shouldn't sell both of them or buy both of them, see which one's a reversal, which one's a continuation. I can take both. If they're both continuations, then that might be a different story. But this one played out really well. I did not take UCAD. I took NU and I called it out. But that was something interesting that I figured out this week. And that was it for the trades, man. That was it. But like, very simplistic way of trading. Called out 7.5%. Still blows my mind that I post this on YouTube and Instagram and all this shit, and people don't follow. People don't pay attention to it. It blows my fucking mind, man. 7.5%. Last week was a lot of trades, man. Last week was 2, but I barely did anything. It was holiday. Week before that was 4. Um, Week before that was 8. So yeah, it blows my mind that people don't pay attention to this. Week before that was 11. It's crazy to me that people don't pay attention and don't want to take advantage of this. Like it's free education, it's free content, it's free trades. It's insane, but some people do. But yeah, I just wanted to share what happened this week and how I've been approaching the markets in a simplistic way and having way more success doing this and making more money and being more consistent doing this than I ever have having trying to have those sniper entries and those big crazy risk rewards and all that shit. So that's it, man. All effects out.